That's right. What's up? What's up? We love you. Hey everybody, Denise here with Punk Roll Views. I'm sitting here with Kendall Schmidt, and we're going to do a talking tattoos. And yes, he does have tattoos.
I was going to say, I just got back from the tattoo parlor. I wanted to make sure that I actually had a tattoo to show.
Good, very professional of you.
Yeah. I got one literally like 10 minutes ago.
Great. So I'll start with the most generic question. What was your first tattoo? And then
my first tattoo. I got that on the day that I turned 18 because that was the day that, without parental permission, that I was able to get a tattoo. Funny story, my mom paid for it.
Oh.
So yeah, you know how like parents are usually, some kids are like, well, my parents would never be okay with a tattoo. She had one, I think she got one on her ankle when I was like 10 or 11. It says like, it's got like a thing around like, like a rose and whatever. It says like K to the third power. Like my brothers are Kenneth, Kevin, and Kendall.
Okay.
And then she changed it to 5 because it's Kent and Kathy, so now it's K to the 5th power.
Oh.
So she was okay with them. I knew she was going to be fine with it. And she was like, let's go get your tattoo and I'll pay for it. And I was like,
yeah,
all right, I'm in. And so we went, and I didn't really know exactly what I was going to come up with, but I had figured out, I was at a highlighter party. I'm sure, all those highlighter parties.
I won't even ask.
And it was just like everyone was drawing on each other with highlighter. And it was like I had drawn a peace sign, and then I filled it in with a different color. And then the peace sign, I guess, was like a yellow, so it kind of wore away the next day. Mm-hmm. But the inner part of it had remained. And I was kind of like, that'd be like a cool tattoo just to do the inside of a peace sign. And I guess the outside, the lines are just me, Yeah. So
Flesh.
I told the flesh, me. So I told the tattoo artist that. I got it at Yield Tattoo Shop in Studio City.
Okay.
And he was like, I want to do Earth, Wind, Fire, Water. And he was like, what if we, have some of this stuff coming out? And I was like, and the lines will just be me. So it was like Earth, Wind, Fire, Water, me. Which is what we're all made up of. Everyone knows that.
Yes. And you got that when you were 18, obviously. And did you keep going, or did you wait a while to your second one?
I've kind of developed, not purposefully, but like just, I guess by accident, like a year and a half is when I've kind of been spacing out my tattoos. Partly because one, the second tattoo I got, which is this one.
Yes, let's see. Oh, still on your back.
Scorpio.
I wonder why.
Not planned. I was at an Eric Clapton concert at the Hollywood Bowl. And I didn't pay for the concert. We hiked around the back of Hollywood Bowl. There's like a secret spot to watch a show. Don't go do that. It's dangerous. Don't do it. It's very dangerous. Hiked around the back and saw the show, and then we had to go all the way down Outpost, which was like miles, and then to get to Hollywood Boulevard. And we're walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and I was like, if I get a Scorpio tattoo, will you guys wait for me? And they were like, yes, we'll wait. And so I kind of got stuck into it, and I got a Scorpio. It was either that or like an actual scorpion, and I was like, I'll go with the M.
Yes. You don't look like you're in a biker gang from the 80s.
No, because a scorpion is just, I don't need a scorpion on my body, I guess. I didn't need one. Not yet.
Cool. Well, these stories are awesome. Okay. Well, what is your most recent tattoo?
My most recent tattoo is the one on my right shoulder, which is a sugar skull.
Oh, I like it.
Which I know tons of people have sugar skulls, but my birthday is actually the Day of the Dead. In the calendar, it's November 2nd, I guess, is Day of the Dead, and the 1st is All Saints Day.
What's the 111?
Things. Okay, so the 111 is like a lucky family number, sort of ish. Like it's a good number.
Okay.
The sunflowers were originally like lilies or something like that when he drew it, and I was like, we make sunflowers because I'm from Kansas, so it was like they grow a lot of sunflowers in Kansas. Wheat from Kansas as well. That was like some sort of like leafy thing, and I was like, what if you just make that like a wheat thing? The rose, I have a grandma rose, it's for her. The Rastafarian teeth, pretty self-explanatory.
Dude, that's so cool.
The guitar, I play guitar. And then this was just a nose, but people have been calling that a guitar pick, so I'm going to go ahead and go, that's a guitar pick.
It looks like it.
And it goes with, you can't play guitar without the pick, so that's why it's right there. And then, it didn't have any cracks in it. At first when he drew it, and I was like, when he actually finished tattooing it, I was like, what if you put like a crack here and like break the nose and stuff, so like to look like an old skull, like who would want a new skull?
Nobody.
Come on. So I had him put like a crack in the head there and like a crack in the nose, and I think there's one more down here, and he just pretty much looks exactly the way, besides the little changes I made that he had shown me when he drew it for me. And
It's good.
That was Chris Garcia, Las Vegas. And one of the other guys in the band, he got a big like tribal piece that has all kinds of like individual meanings in it. And I remember coming off the bus in Salt Lake, he got it in the beginning of the day. And like walking in the dressing room and hearing like zzz, 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 and I was like, oh, get out of here. He went through, I didn't think he was going to go through with it, but he did. And it turned out to be a beautiful tattoo. He's like the guy who never had a tattoo before went right here for some reason. I don't know why, but.
For all you untattooed people, that spot hurts like a bitch. Cool. Well, are there any tattoos that you can show us that don't require like stripping of clothes?
There was this one that I thought was I mistaked as the first one. This one I got, I think, a year and a half after the Scorpio tattoo, and wear my heart on my sleeve is pretty self-explanatory. And like when you wear your heart on your sleeve, it gets broken at times, but you stitch it back up, you know, because it was supposed to be like plaid. There's like a plaid fabric there. I have to get it retouched, but like plaid, and then there's like some other sort of like red fabric that makes the heart so
Velour.
Yeah, velour, like a red burlap. So it's like stitched on. And that was at a tattoo shop in North Hollywood. I cannot for the life of me remember it. But it was, I remember seeing it said #1 place to be secretly tattooed. And I was like, what a great spot. Like, it's like the tattoo shop that's really great that nobody knows about.
Oh, okay.
And I guess nobody else is going to know about it now because I can't remember. So
Google it.
Google it.
And then tell us.
You just type in the heart. Maybe they'll come up with it or something like that.
Cool. So do you have any, I know you're not super tattooed, but do you have any tattoos that you regret or want to get covered up or anything?
Nothing I'd want to get covered up. I think the most random one was the Scorpio tattoo. But fact of the matter is I am a Scorpio. So that's never going to go away. And I've been told I'm very much Scorpio for people who follow that kind of stuff. But I do too. I mean, like, I don't know the exact specifications of a Scorpio, but I feel like after reading some things, I'm pretty close to what the things are saying. So, yeah, nothing I regret. Another one, I'm going to fill in this space on my shoulder and hopefully go down, like, rather than go wide on the, like, kind of make a longer one. Sort of like a cartoon version. Like, I'm still trying to decide what I want to do, but I'm like, something like me and like, as a kid in like oversized boots. My grandma's name is Grandma Boots, is what I've always called her. So it'd be like an homage to her sort of a thing. I haven't come up with it yet, but I have a friend of mine who's a really great artist who I'm going to have him draw it. And then I'm trying to get Corey from Ella Inc. to draw, or to tattoo.
Corey Miller.
Yeah, that's right. What's up? What's up?
We love you, Corey.
So we'll see if I had heard that he actually had offered to tattoo one of us from the band, or either of us. So I was like, I'm in. He's great at portraits, right? I mean, like, that's his thing. He's great at
The black and gray master.
But portraits, and Kat does portraits too, right? I can't imagine getting a face yet, but who knows? Maybe one day I'll get a face.
Yeah, no, I actually say the same thing. I don't have any portraits. It's scary, but maybe someday.
I just don't know. I mean, like, whose face would I get tattooed on me forever?
Right. Clint Eastwood.
It's Mel Gibson.
Yes.
But in Arizona one time, we were doing a meet and greet, and this older lady came up, and she was a big fan of Big Time Rush. She's definitely one of the older end of our fans.
Yeah.
And she was really excited to take the picture, and we took the picture, and we talked to her for a second, and then she was walking away, and she said, "James, look," and then pulls her thing to the side, and it was James's face. His face on her shoulder, like color face.
So you were saying that you have to obviously hide your tattoos for a lot of things. Do you think that you will get anywhere that you can see, or do you think you have to forever hide them?
That's what we were talking about. Look at you. Nailed it. On the TV show, there's scenes where I have, like, there's one of the seasons I ran through with just my boxers screaming something. I can't remember.
Woo!
And then this season, it was like, the guy who's like the manager of the band in the show, Gustavo, is like, we have to avoid scandalous photos and stuff like that because it's not good for business. And he's like that, and we're all standing pretty much naked, as far as everyone else is concerned, butt naked. Mm-hmm. But we're standing in front of music stands, like where the music sheets would be. And he's like that, and I go, like, what? We can't go jogging? And we step aside, and we're all wearing jogging pants, like really short shorts. So it was sort of like joking that we were naked. And people were tweeting me after they saw that and were like, "Where's your tattoos? Did you get them removed? What happened?" And I was like, well, it's Nickelodeon. Like, you legally can't show tattoos on Nickelodeon. Like, so they spray them and they cover them up, and it's as if I never had them. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It's how close to skin tone they can get, and like for something that's so dark, they can cover it up, and you'd act like. There's a lot of actors, actually, I didn't know, like, I did a Without a Trace episode. Anthony LaPaglia, the guy who plays the main character in that show, covered in tattoos, sleeves.
Really?
Yeah, like covered. But whenever he has a T-shirt on in the TV show, they actually have to spray everything, and it's covered up.
Wow.
The more you know.
Cool. Well, is there any? You said you don't really have any others. I guess
plan
that.
on getting more.
Okay. Yeah. What do you plan on getting besides the U and the boots, maybe?
Well, I eventually want to get something here. I think the first place I would go below the sleeve. I mean, because if I have a T-shirt on, you really can't see anything.
Right.
But below the sleeve, I'd either go here or I'd go in here. I know this sucks. I've heard this is a terrible place.
Not nice.
But I don't know. I kind of like the back as a canvas now because there's so much space.
Right.
And I eventually want to get like a really big detailed piece, but I haven't decided like per individual. Like, I'm kind of more going towards like individual stamps of a thing. Like, I'm gonna think about it though. Never something I don't think I'd ever pick something out of a book. I don't think I'd always have to have somebody draw it.
Oh,
like,
yeah, for sure.
like by hand, for sure.
There you go. Cool. Well, that's all my questions then. If we wanna, my outro for Talking Tattoos is pretty awesome.
Let's hear it.
Are you ready? This is Denise and Kendall. Goodbye.